Look at this! It's been done! I didn't think it could happen.
Welcome to the 2015 STIHL Timbersports Eastern Qualifier, located in beautiful Niagara Falls, Ontario. Join us as the best Eastern STIHL Timbersports athletes compete for the top 4 spots and their chance to move on to compete in the 2015 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Championship.
Hello, Niagara Falls! Welcome to the 2015 Eastern Qualifier. It is the STIHL Timbersports event. I'm Sabrina Pearson. We've got Dave Jewett here. Hey, Dave.
Sabrina, we have 8 competitors from the East Coast. We've already taken our top 4 competitors from the West Coast. They will compete tomorrow against the top 4 that will be determined today.
Here we go. Take it away. It is the STIHL Timbersports event 2015.
One of the first events of the day today will be the springboard chop. This is a 9-foot pole, but there's an 11-inch aspen block on the top of this pole that must be severed. In order to get yourself there, we have 2 boards that will be inserted. The first pocket about 3 feet off the ground. You will make that pocket with your axe 4 hits minimum, 45 degrees. Straight in, and then 2 more hits on a very tight angle that we'll see right here. And that last hit with the heel of the axe, that's the shape of the axe. That's the shape of the clip right there. That clip is going to go to the back of the pocket. That's all your holding power, hundreds of pounds of pressure right there. This is a board with some foam. It gives you traction in wet weather or dry weather. Remember, it's not who gets to the top of the board first, it's who's on the best boards that will win the event.
Big anniversaries for me here. This is my 30th year competing and I turned 50 years old, so. I've got a lot of history in my own family. My grandfather on my mother's side was a famous log driver on the Nashwauk River in New Brunswick. And on my dad's side, they were fellers, so they worked in the woods. That's what they did for a living, to raise their families. So I grew up cutting wood, working in the woods with my dad and granddad. I caught the bug and I've been bitten and diseased ever since with the lumberjack fever.
Love the sport. I started this when I was about 9 years old, doing 4-H competitions in Nova Scotia. And from that, went to college, still loved the sport, and then continued on.
My father was a good sailor, and I, 14-year-old, I was competing the wrestling for the Olympic. I was competing at the baseball. All the time the competition was inside of me.
Timers ready. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, Sabrina, it is a 4-hit minimum pop that they are looking for. And it's Gaston Dupre, the veteran. Scott Reed and Cumberland going hit for hit, and it is Scott Reed. He's up on that top board, and this is the man to watch. He is double chipped. That Gaston is now getting that big chip up. They're looking for about a 45-degree angle. All right, let's give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. This is when the lactic acid is building up. That axe can feel like it weighs about 10 pounds getting into the block. Gaston is in the back side of the log. Scott Reed doing the new school slicing motion. And there goes Scott Reed. Second to turn, first to finish.
Timers ready. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Keep an eye on Cecil Starr on the right corner of your stage. It's a 4-hit pocket. That's what we're looking for. And up is Cecil Starr, and that's in about the 7-second mark right there. Cecil is just going to make sure that gets up. Here comes Nate Cumberland, and if he gets up first, the field is in trouble. Cecil Starr fixed that top pocket. Donald Lambert, though, is the first competitor to put axe into the wood. And a stringy log. Donald just getting that chip out of the way. Here comes Cecil Starr. All 3 competitors with beautiful top boards right now, Sabrina. And Nate Cumberland. He's on the backside, sort of a hybrid style of driving that log off. It could be Cecil Starr, and it will be Nate Cumberland. Here's your rookie right now in his first event.
Three, two, one, go.
JP Mercier puts in a faster hit speed. Now there's a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mercier advantage to the top pocket. So nice, he's done it twice. And here comes Marcel Dupuis right around the 31-second mark. He's drawn red lines on his block, and he's gonna wanna hit those lines. And his back foot is all the way to the back. Take a look at Mercier's back foot. He's using the spring of that board. Mercier almost to the backside of his log. He's just taking out the front. The log is moving, and one more. Wow!
With one event in the books, here's how our athletes stacked up.
Give it up for Chef Des here. We're at the Big Green Egg.
Welcome back to the STIHL Timbersports Eastern Qualifier. With the completion of one event, the athletes are just getting warmed up.
I got into the sport of lumberjacking through my dad. He went to the University of New Brunswick and got into the woodsman's team there. And when we were little, we'd go with our dad to the shows, and he'd give us an axe and a block of wood, just put us off the side, and we'd chop away. So that's how I got into the sport, just growing up doing it.
I started in 4-H back when I would have been 15, 16. And then when we got to college level, I played in the STIHL for 4 years and got a taste in the MLA, the Maritime Lumberjacking Association, and then the rookie event that happened a couple years ago, and then got the invite from Jerry this year to compete up here.
Probably been 8 years that I've been competing. The last, I would say 4 or 5 years, I've been competing more seriously. Came here to be part of that Eastern Qualifier because I've been doing lumberjacks for quite a bit, and this is the big show. So to be part of the big show, you got to come to Niagara Falls.
We are ready for the underhand chop. Remember to cut 11-inch log in the springboard? 13 inches they have to cut right now in the underhand chop. All right, let's bring them out. The first heat of the underhand chops will be Jeff Larkin, Scott Reed, and the father of the second place chopper, Nate Cumberland, Rod Cumberland, rounding out the field in the number 3 spot.
Timer's ready. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
We've got 2 left-handers in this first heat, 1 right-hander. The right-hander is Scott Reed right in the center. 2 southpaws on either side of it. Jeff Larkin, the advantage to come back into this race. Scott Reed, though, put a huge front in, and his axe is tearing this log apart. But look at this, Joe. Jeff Larkin bringing it from behind, the late arrival. Wow, on the left side of the stage.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, Gaston on the right side, very quick on the go. Cecil Starr's on the left side here, farthest to the left. This is going to be a very close heat, Sabrina. You can see Cecil Starr right here. His slope is perfect. It's allowing him to drive a mountain of wood. Beautiful 3-hit drive. That is textbook.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Again, 29 seconds is the time to beat. Look at Nate Cumberland on the left side of the stage right here. He is bringing home a pace with power. He's put in 2 chips, and he is around already. Marcel Dupuis, only 2 hits behind him, followed by Mercier. It's going to be Dupuis or Cumberland. Cumberland is driving already. Are you kidding me? No! It is the late arrival on the number 3 stand. Marcel Dupuis says, not today.
With another event down, the STIHL points are adding up as our guys head into the STIHL Stock Saw event.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
what a beautiful cut. Just a rooster tail, a chips, or a nor'easter. Oh, trouble on stand number 2. Look at that, the times keep dropping. Nate Cumberland proving not just a chopper, unofficially south of 12 seconds right now. We're looking at 11.9 if it's legal.
We had 2 good cuts.
There you go, 2 good cuts. Nate Cumberland.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
This is the standing block chop. This actually resembles felling a tree in the woods, how the sport got started hundreds of years ago. So it's a 12-inch block. They open up a 12-inch scarf here, and they make crayon marks, creating 45-degree angles that they will want to hit. If you miss those marks, you're gonna fall behind. After you cut at least halfway through the log, you will put big drivers up. 2 big hits up, you'll go around to the backside, as if you were gonna fell the tree, and you're gonna come back up, 2 big hits up, 2 big hits down. The big competitors may start driving right away. If you don't have enough work done, put a couple more up, then drive it off in a downward motion. The log must be completely severed to get your steel points.
I started lumberjacking by following my father, because my father worked for a living in the wood, so he was doing it, so why not me?
A friend of mine got me into it back in college when I was about 18, and I was playing a few different sports at the time, and then I got into this, and I quit everything else and kind of stuck with it.
Jeff Larkin will be on stand number 1, and from Truro, Nova Scotia, Scott Reed be on stand number 2.
Timer's ready.
Larkin on your left, Reed on the right side of the stage. Both going hit for hit, but I would say speed advantage to Scott Reed, and he's cutting a beautiful front 1 up and 2 down in the back. Staying accurate, he's got to reach that far wood. Did Scott Reed turn too early? He is driving right now. He says no. He's ready to take it off, and he is correct. What a beautiful time right there, a beautiful cut.
3, 2, 1, go. He's ready to drive this off, a huge front, and it's just angled about 2 seconds. There it is. 3, 2, 1, go.
Gaston Duperret, big hit speed right now. Donald Lambert being out just a little bit, but he's done. He put 3 in the front. Gaston around. Now he is just a half a swing behind. A late arrival from Gaston, late on the turn. But first off, there's Gaston Duperret. Cecil Starr putting a 2-hit up, 2-hit down pattern. Nate putting 1 up and 1 down pattern. Here comes Nathan. Oh, and he's driven it off 1.5 swings behind Cecil Starr in the low 20s. 12 inches of aspen, 21 seconds the time to beat. This log of Marcel Dupuis is just blowing apart. He's driving a ton of wood. Dupuis is right there.
Welcome back to the STIHL Timbersports Eastern Qualifier. With 4 events complete and 2 to go, let's check in and see who is the lead with those coveted steel points.
You can't really just go for it in every event. You kind of have to be consistent, because if you go for it and screw up, you could be out, and it's going to be a matter, I think by the end of it, it'll be a matter of a couple points for the top 4. well, pretty well everybody that's in that final could be standing there holding the trophy at the end of the day.
It all depends on the day. It all depends on the wood you draw. I just like to be consistent in all 6 events, not get any disqualifications, and put some good times on the board.
You always try to prepare yourself as much as you can. I think that's the only thing you can do, and not think about what the other guy's going to do. I'm going to do the best I can with the piece of block I have, and we'll see how it stands up against the other guys at the end of the day.
And I think Nate's going to call it right there. Again, these saws get too hot. They can seize up. He's going to go safe.
We had 2 good cuts.
Get set.
Just pulling off those first 2 discs, but that 3rd disc compromised. You only had about a 1/2 of an inch.
I've been lucky enough to make the team a few times to go overseas and represent Canada, and really like to do that again.
You got to have trust in your gear, like knowing that your gear is going to perform at the time that you want it to perform, the ability to use your gear also.
Oh, it'd be a true blessing from God to make it to the 2nd day. Anything can happen, like you never know, so just going to do my best in every event and leave the rest up to him.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's give it up for Gaston. He's all on his own right now, and he's pulling a lot of wood. Each stroke on the push and the pull, Gaston taking a lot of wood out. That saw is dropping. Gaston struggling with that front knee, been a problem, but he's having no problem today. And blowing that disc off, that is a great cut. He's all on his own, and around 17 seconds will be the time to beat. Rod Cumberland starting with most of the saw towards him, and look at this. Jeff Larkin on the far side. He is bringing it home, throwing a nor'easter of wood chips out. Holy cow! Look at that cut! I've got to get up on stage to see the unofficial time. 11:3:1. That is a second off the world record right there.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cecil Starr with the speed right off the top. Oh, and a bind there by Scott Reed. Not slowing him down. He is just burying that saw. Cecil Starr already in the bottom 1/3 of this log. He's pulling the nose of the saw into the log. Oh, and Scott Reed catching up. Donald Lambert, a beautiful start, pulling the whole nose of the saw. And J.P. Mercier powering it up. It could be Lambert, though, in the bottom 1/3 quick. But it's Mercier with the advantage in the bottom. And he just hoed off a ton of wood. Again, look at this. It's been done. I didn't think it could happen. 10-4 for a full second faster. That's why he represents Canada as the best single buck sawyer. He went to Innsbruck, Austria last year, and he was on the Canadian team.
Athlete ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
The left-hander Cumberland on the left side. The right-hander, Marcel Dupuis on the right. Marcel Dupuis, he's in the bottom 1/3, and he's right over that log. I think it's going to be Dupuis. No, it is Cumberland powering off the last 2 strokes. And that's the most ferocious look I've seen out of Nate Cumberland all day.
And he has done it. He has beat. Oh
yeah. Yeah, he's done it.
But he did.
He's done it. I think he may have just tied my world record at 10-3-1. I can't believe I'm looking at this. But he came off and he threw a visual dagger down my way. So, or maybe it was at Marcel, but what a look on his face.
We had 2 good cuts.
Tell us about that cut. Phenomenal.
Well, the person that deserves all the thanks, first of all, is the Lord. And second of all, JP Mercier made that saw for my brother and I. Couldn't have asked for a better saw. The saw ran great today. STIHL Star did an excellent job providing the wood. And I'd just like to thank everyone out here in the crowd for sticking it out through the heat. We compete and we enjoy it, especially when there's a crowd. So thank you guys very much.
All right, great big round of applause. There's your fastest man in Canada right now.
The board is up, folks. There are your results. Let's go through them, Dave.
Number 3 spot, and he stayed in the top 3 all day. STIHL Star with 36 points. What a great job. Such a solid all-around competitor. He did not win any events today, but he was always right there in the top 3 or 4, and he earned that spot. And the man that led halfway through the tournament, Marcel Dupuis, he was always there right from the beginning with 38 points. He won the springboard right away and held in there until this young man came surging about halfway through with 3 wins in a row and a world record in the single buck. From Nova Scotia, let's give it up to your champion from the East Coast, Nathan Cumberland. 43 points. Phenomenal. What a day this gentleman had. We will be seeing him as the top East Coast competitor tomorrow against the top 4 from the West Coast. And also tomorrow, we are also going to have a women's competition and the rookie competition tomorrow.
That's right, Dave. The rookie competition, that's actually the division that Nathan, our champion today, comes from. This is his first time now in the pro division, and he takes it away, earning a spot in number 1.
With all events finished, let's check in with our official STIHL scoreboard. For some athletes, today is the end of their journey. But for our top 4 woodsmen, their journey to the Canadian Championship has begun.